Hi guys, my name is Yosef and welcome to my YouTube channel. I was once 320 pounds and in over 2 years I have lost 100, but I have a very long way to go. Currently, I am 215 pounds and every month I will recheck my progress, but by the end of the year I want to be as strong as possible, as shredded as possible, and as fast as possible. First thing is creating a plan. Oh, here comes Nucky. It's my dog. First thing is creating a plan. Every morning, 5 days a week, I will go on a 5K or 3.2 miles on a run. Each day will be different, but we'll have fast days, we'll have slow days. In the evening, we'll have a gym session. Every day is going to be different as far as the split, but every gym session is going to include a 30-minute sauna in the beginning, and then right afterwards is going to include a 30-minute Stairmaster and the prospective split of the day. And then we're going to end it off with another 30-minute Stairmaster. But if we have a crazy leg day, then we're probably just going to go on a 30-minute incline treadmill and we're going to crush it. And we're also going to die. We're going to feel it every step of the way. But if you guys have watched this far, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And I will see you guys in the morning. Peace. Good morning, y'all. I am exhausted. I genuinely do not want to go on this run this morning. If you saw yesterday's video, we had a pretty long day. We had a pretty long leg day, and my leg is shot. My knees are fine, but my quads, which is what we did yesterday, is pretty fried. My calves is another big issue. My calves are, I have this weird strain on my calves that I haven't really felt before, and it doesn't mean I'm not gonna go for this run, but there's no motivation right now. I don't know why I'm up this early trying to do this right now. It's raining. It's 20 degrees outside. There's no logical reason for me to be up this late. There's no logical reason for me to be up this early. There's no logical reason for me to be up this early and do this. My dog is looking at me weird. This kind of reminds me of the days where I was battling some of my harsher depressional seasons, where it's not a matter of understanding, it's just a matter of just showing up and getting it done. But yeah, I don't plan on going fast at all. I'm honestly just gonna go on a jog. If anything, I might walk a decent amount. I'm just showing up today, and I'm just showing up. I don't really see myself pushing it. But you never know. Once I kind of get in the groove and the adrenaline starts to pump, I'm probably gonna tell myself I want to get this over with and probably pump it up a little bit. But as far as right now, I have no energy. energy, no desire, but I do have will. So we're gonna see how far my will takes me. I'll see you guys on the road.
Walk up in the spot, they be like, whoa. Alright, we're a mile in. I don't even know what my pace is, to be honest. I'm kind of just vibing. But my knees are definitely shot. But it is what it is. See y'all mile 2. So I really was vibing because I'm at about 3.5 miles right now. I think I just got my first runner's high because that felt great. Like that felt amazing. But yeah, we're gonna wrap this up and get home. Let's go!
Wow. That was amazing. I got my first runner's high. That's cool. It's not my first ever runner's high, but I know what runner's high feels like. I used to run a little bit back in high school. But it's been a long time since I felt like this. It feels amazing. But you know what the crazy thing is? I would have not got here if I did not make that decision to wake the fuck up and do this. It's so funny because like I spew this shit a lot. Like, you know, I never really, you know, I guess I hated myself, so I wanted to change. And I used to tell myself that a lot. But the reality of it is, over time, it started off like that. But I really started to see the results when my perspective and my mindset shifted. It went from, oh, I don't feel like this, I don't feel like this. I feel like shit, I want to be better, As much as I felt like that, the end result wasn't just, like, how do I put it? The end result stemmed from me loving myself to better myself. So the days where I felt like this in the morning, where I did not want to get up, I did not want to go do this, everything in my body ached. I just remember that feeling where it's like, it's over hurdles like this that when you overcome it, the dopamine is just immense, man. If I can describe to y'all how I'm feeling right now, it feels amazing, because it's not because I did more miles than, I told myself I would, or I told myself like I was gonna do the bare minimum. It wasn't over none of that. It was just off the simple fact that I got up and I did this. Because when I tell y'all, I had no hopes on making this video. I just got up because be honest with you, I didn't even think about it. I felt like it, but I didn't think about it. I just got up. I felt like that's where the secret is. It's like, when you feel like that, you realize you acknowledge to how you're feeling, but you don't pay attention to it. It's just a lot like, it's a lot like listening to your girlfriend nag. It's like she doesn't really need you to solve her problems. She just wants to, you know what I'm saying, vent. And I feel like it gets to a point where our mind just needs to vent. It doesn't mean we need to do as the mind says, but acknowledge it. Understand that you are feeling like that, but know that it's something that you genuinely can overcome. And I feel like, not every time, but majority of the time, that the grass is greener on the other side. So, this was a great morning. I'm yapping so much I didn't even drink my water. But yeah, it's crazy. There were so many reasons for me not to show up today. But regardless of the reasons, I still showed up. And it ended up being one of the best runs yet. Mind you, it's only been 3 days, but still. On the other side, if I didn't go, later on, when the bitch inside of me starts to slowly go along and, you know, slowly move along, the reality of it will start to sink in that I bitched out. And I would have felt so shitty about myself because I didn't do it. So, ironically, there is a universe out there with a Yosef that made that decision. And I'm lucky, not lucky, I'm happy that I chose this decision. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the afternoon. We got, I believe today is chest and try. So it's gonna be a pretty good day today. Alright, see y'all later.
What's good? Woo! It is chest day. You know what I'm saying? Good old chest day. We're gonna start off with our usual 30-minute sauna, 30-minute Stairmaster. I'm actually feeling pretty good. The run from this morning has carried me through today on good vibes. You know what I'm saying? We started off today very good. We're gonna finish it even better. Alright. So, by the way, this, of course, is not sponsored, but y'all see this shit? C4, as far as a pre-workout, I don't know, bro. If you had to compare this to, I say, like, on the scale of drugs, I genuinely felt like C4 is the equivalent of fentanyl when it comes to pre-workout. I don't know where it is, bruh. It's like Red Bull is like, Red Bull is more like it's like one sniff of cocaine. By the way, when I say this, It's not like I've done those drugs before. I'm just imagining, hypothetically speaking. Monster is more like heroin, C4 on the other hand, if I like double scoop this, bro, it would deadass have me leaning, bro. It really would have me leaning. Like, there's been multiple times where I have taken C4, either while I'll like double scoop it, or like I'll take the energy drinks from the gas station, and I will get in such a zone that quite literally, like, I don't feel my body. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Not sure, but I really love C4. Definitely does help me do my best, you know what I'm saying? Feeling like I feeling like I'm damn Superman, but on drugs. But anyways, without game plan for today, sauna, Stairmaster. We're gonna go straight into dips. We're gonna do 100 dips, 10 piece at a time, or 10 sets of 10. After that, we're gonna do triceps, skull crushers, followed by abs, and from there, to be honest with you, I don't really have a specific thing when it comes to chest. I always try to make sure it's iffy. There's certain days where I like to do certain things, certain days where I don't. But we're gonna try to push a decent amount of weight. Triceps, big thing. I love triceps. But dips works out, or it warms up both. You lean forward, really helps you focus on your chest, and then as you're going up all the way and you lock out your arms, it really does help the triceps as well. So that's why I do 100 of those. It's a very effective way of warming up both ends. And I do feel a very solid pump just after those. And after that, we get into the weights, and then we're gonna do a couple exercises when it comes to the weights, and we're gonna finish off with our 30-minute Stairmaster. Let's get it. Minutes in, going strong. Legs are okay. He's got 10 more minutes. He's got
Stairmaster, and about 6 minutes before they close. But just talked to the manager. Hopefully they fuck with me, but if not, we're just gonna have to do the best we can for now. And yeah, I'll check in back with y'all once this either goes or doesn't go. 10 minutes, 20 more to go. Gym is closed, but they haven't kicked me out yet. Hopefully they won't for another 20 minutes, but I highly doubt it. We're gonna do the best we can. Minutes in, still not kicked out. Oh, hopefully they give me that 10-minute grace. So close. Gotta finish this right.
Alright, surprisingly, let me finish up, but I'm gonna get out there here, and I'll see you guys back in the car. But that's our wrap for today. We did it. Another day in the books. Let's go.
Alright, y'all. We're back in the car. It's kind of cold outside, not gonna lie. It does not help when you're exhausted and you're drenched in sweat, and it's just like the wind is attacking you. But yeah, we had a pretty solid day today. I want to talk a little bit about building momentum. In the start of your actual fitness journey. In the beginning, it doesn't necessarily matter how you're showing up. It's just a matter of just showing up. That is the key to momentum in the long run. Doing it when no one is watching. Doing it when, to be honest with you, like, you get no real satisfaction out of it. You might have a very shitty day, but you still show up because you're showing up for yourself. A friend of mine told me you get to a point where you consistently are showing up for other people and you forget to actually show up for yourself, your job, your friends, your family. You try your best to be there for them, and a lot of times it takes away from actually showing up for yourself. And in the beginning, you just got to focus on just little steps. Showing up on the day that you don't want to, on the day that you feel good, pushing yourself just a little bit, but showing up day in and day out. Regardless of how you feel, regardless of your situation, you find a way. Like a crackhead finds a way, you kind of have to resemble that. You kind of have to be a little bit of a crackhead. You just got to find a way to show up. But the reality of it is, it's nice when you hear these type of motivational talks, but on the real, when you're feeling like that, when you're sitting there, it's just a matter of one, acknowledging how you feel. A lot of times you hear, don't listen to the bitch inside of you, and all that shit that I was talking about this morning. It's an actual process where, for one, it's a skill that you build over time. It doesn't just happen overnight. There will be some days where you end up not showing up for yourself, but my trick is you can miss one day, but don't make it 2. Because once you make it 2, then that's the start of your downfall. It's okay to have off days. It's okay to be sick and just not feel it. It's normal. You're human. But just don't let it get to 2, because 2 is going to turn to 3. 3 is going to turn to a week is going to turn into a month, and before you know it, you fat as fuck again, or you lost all your muscle and you skinny as hell. And it's a constant rabbit hole that people fall into. A lot of times I see my friends get injured a lot, and once they get injured, don't get me wrong, an injury is an injury. But if you're injured, let's just say, for instance, if you're injured up here or whatever, you show up and you do something else. You do what you can. You build that momentum. You keep coming so that momentum doesn't fall off. Because I've watched a lot of runners, and they all kind of say the same thing. Once you stop running and you have to start back up again, that's worse than you dying beforehand. You just gotta take your time and do what you can, and forget about the limiting factors that are set upon you. And the reality of it is, it's a lot easier said than done. It's facing that person in the mirror and telling that person that I'm going to do the best for you. Because it's not a matter of competition. It's not a matter of going out and having your friends gas you because you're so consistent at the gym. You remember once all that goes away, it's a matter of just showing up for you, loving you, being there for you. When you have that mindset and you have those off days, you don't want to do it, you remember that you love yourself. From loving yourself stems so much fruit. That's where real growth lies. That's where paradise begins. Loving yourself. Momentum is no different. But like I said, it's easier said than done. But loving yourself is the key factor in all of this. If you love yourself and you're willing to fight for yourself, you're capable of damn near anything. And I genuinely do believe that. So don't give up on yourself. Don't let the limiting factors that are in your parameters dictate the direction that you take. You're human. You're capable of abundant things, and you have to have that abundance mentality to be able to break free from those parameters and go reach heights that you genuinely think you haven't, that you genuinely think that you're not capable of reaching. But it takes steps, little by little, day by day. It doesn't happen overnight, but that's enough for me yapping. I appreciate you guys so much for watching this long. Unfortunately, I don't have a camera not a camera. I don't have a mic right now, so I can't necessarily talk in the gym without, for one, having horrible audio, and you really won't be able to hear me. And on my last video, I've been doing like, you know, voiceovers on my phone, but even with that, like, I won't be able to, like, you know, really teach you guys certain movement that I be doing as far as like form and etc. and how I'm feeling at the moment. It's kind of going up into like a little weird little montage thing going on, but this is kind of the best I can do right now. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm having fun making these. I actually watch a lot of edits on TikTok. It just tickles my brain in a nice way, so it's kind of fun being on the other side and making these. But if you guys watched any of the other videos, you kind of realize the flow that I've been going now. But I will be having a mic coming soon, hopefully, because the camera that I have right now doesn't really have a millimeter jack that I can connect the mic that I got with, so I'm trying to find an adapter. But you know, day by day, we get a little bit better. So thank you guys so much for watching. Good day, good night. That was a horrible outro. Just thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And y'all have a great rest of y'all day. Thank you.